Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing / review. Today I'm covering Transformers Power of the Primes, Leader Class, Rodimus Prime. Now as we see from the packaging, we got real cool artwork of Rodimus Prime right here. We have the actual toy in the package, ages 8+ in 3 different languages, the Hasbro logo, Transformers going up the right side of the pack, and at the top right hand corner we got the Generations logo. On the side of the package we have more artwork of Hot Rod right here with his blaster, Power of the Primes going up the side, Generations logo. Round to the back of the package here, it says it's going to take 28 steps to change Rodimus Prime into his Miniman mode, and it's going to take 14 steps to change Hot Rod into his sports car mode, and vice versa. On the right side of the package we have more product placement shots from Hasbro showing the Power Master Vector Prime, Micronus, and Liege Maximo. Now they're also showing how the Matrix of Leadership can be displayed inside of Rodimus Prime here, and they're also showing it right there. Now in the top left hand corner we have a real quick bio. The bio reads, when the bold Autobot Hot Rod becomes the bearer of the Matrix of Leadership, he evolves to become the courageous leader, Rodimus Prime. Alright, so since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and bust this open and get to the good part. Out of the packaging, we get a few familiar things. First of all, we get these art cards. Now the art card just has an artistic depiction of Rodimus Prime on the front of the card there, and on the back of the card says Rodimus Alchemist, showing all the different Power Master symbols there. Now you also get these instructions. The instructions are dual-sided, showing how to transform Rodimus Prime into his minivan and vice versa. It's also showing how to transform Hot Rod into his sports car mode, as well as showing how to combine Hot Rod sports car mode with the minivan back. So with the card and instructions out of the way, you also get this blaster with Rodimus Prime. Blaster is the same one that comes with Rodimus Unicronus. It's actually 2 weapons. You can actually separate these weapons by pulling them apart, and you see the 2 5mm posts there. You can use that to display in the hands of Hot Rod or in Rodimus Prime. Now he's also coming with the Matrix of Leadership. Now the Matrix of Leadership this time is in a little yellow encasing. Normally it has gray around it, but they went with a yellow encasing for Hot Rod. And in the center of it here is just a placeholder to make it the Matrix. You just pop that out like this here. And this again does not transform. It's just a hollow placeholder to kind of represent the Matrix with Rodimus Prime. So that's what you get there. Now this little port here at the end is the same size as the Titan Master figures or the Power Master figures. So if you wanted to, you could use this with Titan Return figures, kind of making a Matrix monster head. It'd look kind of weird, but that is always an option. Alright, so we're going to put that back into the Matrix there, into the little Matrix encasing. And if you want to display this on Rodimus Prime, the way you do so is to just take this chest section here and lift it up. So you get this little enclosure right here, and you just take the Matrix and stick it into there like that. Then you take the Hot Rod part and close it down here. So that's how you can display the Matrix of Leadership inside of Rodimus Prime if you wanted to do so. Alright, now bringing him closer to take a look at this figure. Hasbro did a pretty good job with this. It's nice to have the 2 figures combining to form Rodimus Prime. I really thought that was pretty nifty. Spin it around, take a look at the whole figure here. Nice red, orange, and yellow paint apps. I always thought Hot Rod looked cool with that. It's a really cool paint scheme. The arms are actually a little bit different colored from the Hot Rod up here. Now down at the legs here, black legs, a bunch of yellow tabs and whatnot, and he's got the red heel spurs on the back of his legs. Now articulation wise with this guy, the shoulders and the arms here are actually the legs for Hot Rod, so you have 2 different rotation points. Right here you're going to be able to rotate around as well as by the arm here, so you can get a full rotation out of that arm if you wanted to. And then right here at the bicep you got another little swivel point, so you're going to be able to rotate that. With all this stuff going on the arm, you're probably not going to be able to get it all the way around because it's going to be clacking up against other stuff there. But you do have a full range of rotation out of that. Now on this other arm, same scenario. It's got 2 spots of articulation right here because these are the legs of Hot Rod. So you can get that arm all the way around here if you wanted to. And then again at that bicep, you've got a swivel point so you can rotate out or rotate in if you wanted to. Not going to be able to get it all the way around though because of all the stuff going on with the pipes and all. Now the head will not rotate all the way around. You got these little flares on the shoulder kinda. That's going to keep the head from spinning all the way around. But that is a pretty nice head sculpt for Rodimus Prime. I like that. It's got the older looking face, looks really cool. Alright, now down at the legs, if you flip this little crotch section up, you're going to get a lot more movement out of the legs. You got some kind of ball ratchet joints right here, so you're going to be able to get some high kicks. And you're not really going to be able to go very far back because of all this backpack stuff going on here. Now he's also going to have a knee joint as well as the foot being able to kind of pivot forward and backward to help out with posing. Now there's not going to be any side-to-side ankle tilt on either one of these legs. Now this other leg again has that same ball ratchet joint thing going on, so you can kind of get the legs out if you want to like that. You can get them pretty far forward like this, and they will go back but not especially far because again that backpack stuff going on there. That foot's also going to have that pivot to it, kind of lean it forward and backward if you want to, but again no side-to-side ankle tilt. Alright, now to get the Hot Rod figure out of here, to look at that, all you're going to do is take these arms. They're going to kind of wiggle off here. They're just going to separate from this here. You're going to do the same thing on that other arm here. Just separate it. And then once we have these arms off, you're going to grab Hot Rod by the spoiler kind of here and the front. And it's just going to pop loose from the rest of the Rodimus figure there. Now to change this guy into Hot Rod, I'm going to go ahead and fold these legs out to the side. We're going to rotate this around here and fold it up onto the hood kind of like that. Now these legs, we're going to go ahead and bring them down, rotate this section around here, and do the same thing on the other leg, bring it down, rotate it around so that these are facing forward. Now you take the little panels down here at the feet, just going to open those up, flip the foot out, close the panel back. Same thing on that other side, just going to flip the panel open, grab a little foot peg, pull it out, close that panel back. Then these arms here, you're actually just going to kind of wiggle them loose from the hood up here. There's a couple of little tabs, if you see them. You're going to kind of wiggle them out and down. Now you're going to pull the hood open with that part. So we're right here. Now you take this little piece here, you're going to kind of wiggle and lift up on it. You want that face to raise away from the chest plate there, and you're just going to spin it around like that. Then you push it back in and close the chest up there. Alright, so there we have the Hot Rod figure. Now this is a pretty accurate depiction of Hot Rod. I like the way it looks. It's going to be nice to display this with the Titans Return Hot Rod, so I'll kind of have them in his evolving form from Hot Rod into Rodimus. Now, articulation-wise with this guy, he's going to have a full rotation around the arm here. At this elbow, there's a little ball joint right there, if you can see. You're going to be able to rotate the arm around as well as have the elbow bend. And there's another little point of articulation at the wheel here. See that little piece of plastic kind of moves forward? You can lift it up there. So he's kind of got a dual elbow going on. Now the same thing with this other arm. You're going to be able to rotate it all the way around. You just got to be mindful of this wing back here. Then with the ball joint at the elbow, you're going to be able to rotate that around all the way as well as have the elbow bend itself. Now again, that little piece of plastic right here at the wheel, you can kind of lift that up to get some further out arm poses. It's kind of got the double elbow thing going on there. Alright, now down at the legs, again, if you lift up this crotch plate, you're going to be able to get a pretty good range of motion out of the legs. Legs are going to go forward as well as coming out pretty far like that. And it's also going to have a knee bend as well as a little bit of foot pivot there. So that would help out with posability. All right, now on this other leg, same thing. Be able to go out if you want to like that. Get some kind of karate kicks going on. Also going to be able to come forward. Not going to be able to go back as much because of this stuff hanging off of his back here. But it also has this knee joint here, as well as having the foot pivot on this one too. So, pretty dope hot rod. Bring it a little bit closer so you can take a look. There we go. There's the bottom. Nice red paint job, red, orange, and yellow. Looks hot. Alright, now to change hot rod into his car mode. Alright, first thing we're going to do is pop these leg panels open again, fold the foot into it, close it up. You're going to do the same thing on that other leg. You're going to open up the panel, flip the foot into it, close it up. Legs are going to kind of stay gapped off for the transformation if I remember right. And we're going to take this and spin it around to the back here. Now there's a bunch of tabs on the back of this if you notice. You got tabs up top and then tabs inside here. So what's going to happen is the legs are going to kind of go in there and click into two places. Alright, there we go. That's how you're going to get the back together. Alright, now up at the front here, you're going to lift this chest plate down again. You're going to lift up on this so that you'll be able to rotate it around, swing it around, push it back down, and close it up. There's going to be the front of hot rod there. Now these arms, there's some tabs up front. Just going to kind of push them up into the tabs and lock into place. And same thing on that other arm here. Push it up into the tab, locking into place. Alright, now, as a last measure, since we got this little gap here, I'm just going to take the little pipes here on the side, lift them out like that, and close it to the back of the car. Going to do that again on the other side here. Going to open up that pipe like this, and bring it to the back of the car, and tab it in onto the leg there. So that's what you get with hot rod. Very accurate representation of hot rod. I think they did a good job bringing it up to date. Looks cool, looks just like him. So now he does roll. The wheels work very well on this guy. No problems with rolling at all. So. Alright, and there's the bottom of the figure. Obviously hot rod hiding in a car mode. So, only thing would have made this better is if he had the motor on the front. Maybe if Hasbro painted that silver like they did with the Rodimus Unicronus figure, that would have made it a little more convincing or looking like it was a motor. Now, to combine this guy, we got to bring this out here. The first thing that we'll do is you got some tabs here. Or actually, we're going to take these foot pedals here at the bottom and just going to fold them into the front of the foot there like that. Now, on these legs here, you got a high tab here and a low tab here. I'm just going to kind of peg together, line those tabs up, and give it a good squeeze together. Now take this little crotch plate here, flip it forward like that. Then we're going to spin around to the back of the figure. I'm going to open up these wing things here on the backpack kind of. And we're going to take this triangle up top and rotate it around to the front like that. Alright, now the back of the book bag, we're actually going to kind of come down here. Yep, we're going to kind of bring the legs down. Then we're going to take this back section here and fold it down like that. Then we can close these side panels back up here like that. Then we're going to take these legs, fold them in like this. You got a couple of tabs on the legs here, a couple tabs right there. That's going to kind of peg into that. Now last, you're going to take these feet and just push them up. You got some tabs on the back here. Just going to push those feet up and tab them into the back. At this point, now you're going to bring back those arms that we took off. All you're going to do is take this little panel here, fold it forward like that. You're going to do the same thing with this other arm. Take that panel, fold it forward like that. And then the two arms are actually going to tab together. You got this tab here and this tab here. And you're just going to click them together there. And now all you do is take this. You're going to kind of put it into this little section in here. There we go. And they just kind of push in and click to the back of it there. And last thing you're going to do is take these little side panels. They're going to detach from the back here and fold forward. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on this other side. Detach the panel, fold it forward right there. Alright, now to combine Hot Rod with his minivan mode back here, you are going to take these pipes again. You're just going to pull them out, bring them to the front like they were before. You're going to do the same thing on that other arm. Bring it forward here. And then the Hot Rod figure should kind of just slide up into place here. Now there's actually a little tab on this wing right here, and it's going to line up perfectly with the tab on the top of Hot Rod right here. So kind of get it in there, get that tab pushed in like that. Alright, so that's what you end up with there. Now these little pipes here are going to kind of tab into, they're going to kind of tab into the trailer here very loosely, but they do tab in there. And it's going to be the same thing on that other side. There's a little tab right here between the pipe and this, so they're going to connect together like that. Then as the last measure, you take these pipes here and you push them down. There's also a tab right there on that to tab that in. You're going to do the same thing on that other side. You're going to drop that pipe down. It's going to tab into that little panel that folded out here, just like that. So that's what you get there with Rodimus's minivan mode. I think it looks pretty cool. It actually does roll very well. All 6 wheels of it rolls very, very good. Alright, now as the last thing, you got 2 little portholes up on the top here. What you can do with your weapons is you split them apart and put them up on top there. That's how you can store your weapons there when he's in his minivan mode. Alright, now bringing it in a little closer to take a peek at, there is the up close mode for Rodimus Prime's minivan. This is the back here, there's the other side. Nice chrome decals and everything. I like the way it came out. So, that's what you get there. A little bit tacky that these hands are showing in the front here. They could have made another panel or something to cover that up, but anywho. So. Alright, so that's going to cover my unboxing / review for Transformers Power of the Primes Leader Class Rodimus Prime. If you guys liked the video, be sure to click the like button. Also, please leave me a comment. It's a lot more motivational to do this stuff when people are leaving comments and giving you feedback. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any Transformer unboxings in the near future. YouTube is going through some big changes on February 20th where they're going to stop monetizing videos for channels that don't have 4,000 minutes or 1,000 subscribers. So I'm only about 17 subscribers away from the 1,000 mark. You guys rock with me, help me out, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and leave me some comments. Alright, so with all the plugs out of the way, I appreciate the view again, guys. Casual 706, out.